All right, so I got my frame made, and now it's on to the 2x4s I'll be using for the legs. So I started making the frame just using some 2x4s. I made it so it's about 59 inches by 26 inches, and that'll allow the plywood on top to be a bit bigger than the frame itself, which is what I wanted. So I built that, and then the legs are 3 feet long, and there I'm just sanding down the burrs, getting them ready to cut down. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be marking the center line and 1 2/4 inches in, and that's going to give us our hole or our spot to drill our hole so that we have the rotational area, because then we're going to cut down these corners and it's going to be nice and smooth and rounded, and then the leg will be able to turn up and down when I want to use the table.
Style is the answer to everything. A fresh way to approach a dull or dangerous thing. To do a dangerous thing with style is what I call art.
Okay, so I came across my first big mishap here. I started to drill the holes on the frame to mount the legs after I cut them, and I sanded them down after I cut the holes, but I did not make the top round enough. So I'm gonna have to go either with a sander or back to the cutter saw I have and take down these corners. So we'll get to that. Okay, so it's been a rough past about 45 minutes. I've been going back from over here with the sander to my frame and dropping in the bolt and seeing if it'll rotate out. And I kept on having it too short from coming out to a 90-degree angle. So I've finally gotten to the point where it does come out. So now I'm gonna take this piece and I'm gonna lay it on top of the other boards, and I'm gonna put the bolt inside. Oh. And then I'm going to bring it over here and trace it so that I don't have to do any more of that sanding, and hopefully get a better shape of the correct one to allow it to swing. Okay, so I'm done with the first two reshapings of the legs. They came out great. So now I'm going to show you guys what I've been doing for the process, and I'll do it on the last third one to redo. So I'm retracing the previous leg using the bolt as the center, and then flip it to the bottom board and retrace it. This makes it easier to cut the other side, because the cutter saw I'm using, it restricts really where I can cut. So this works, and just flipping the board as needed. Before I get cutting here, I just want to say I'm working with what I have here. I wouldn't recommend trying to cut like this normally. It's really not the greatest option. So don't try this at home.
Style is what I call art.